this is Jan Mardenborough, and he is a young British race car driver.
My obsession as a child was to become a racing driver.
Have you watched the movie? What do you think?
I've watched it 3 weeks ago, and I love it. Absolutely love it. It's I feel very proud.
What's your first reaction when they tell you that they're gonna make a movie out of your real life story?
I started playing Gran Turismo on the PlayStation, and then when I was 19, I remember seeing it on a normal TV advert, GT Academy, a chance to become a professional racing driver for Nissan. I didn't have any experience driving anything, and then 8 months later, I'm driving this car at 140 miles an hour. So I first got told in 2017 there was a chance maybe there'll be a film be based on my life, and the key word there is maybe. When somebody says maybe to you, it's okay, I'm still going to focus on my racing, and kind of, if years go by and something happens, great. If not, I won't worry about it. As the years went on, 2 years later, I started meeting producers and script writers. Then it became real. Then it became, okay, now I need to dedicate some time and energy into making sure that this is correct. It's because it was going to have my name on it. So initially, I didn't believe it, and then it became real.
He's sitting on a couch playing a video game, and he winds up becoming a great race car driver.
But to have a film made about it, I never thought that was even possible.
I think it's maybe the first film ever where there's a film being made about someone's life and they are stunt driving in the film.
A lot of stress being a racer, and how do you relieve those stress?
So yeah, Neil, the director, he asked me last year, he said, look man, what music do you listen to? And before a race. For me, racing, I need to be brought down like a lot of levels, because there's so much going on, there's a lot of stress. People want to know what about the car setup, there's journalists, there's TV, there's photography, there's fans. And that particular Kenny G Songbird calms me down. It's the saxophone music, the alto or the tenor saxophone tone. It does something to my soul where it just relaxes me. So before a race, if I'm a bit stressed, I always listen to this music, and I can get into the zone of performing.
But I love Gran Turismo. Do you still play it? And what's so special about it?
I still play Gran Turismo, still play. Maybe not as much as previously, because it was very intense. What I like about it is still why I played it when I was 8. So I want to be able to drive the cars, all these nice fancy cars in real life. However, it's very difficult to drive, say, a McLaren F1, which is £30 million. And it's important to me that when I play a racing game, that the car is as close to the real car as possible. So in terms of the chassis, the way that the car behaves, the way that it looks in the game, and the way that the car handles. The attention to detail for me was very important. Even when I was 8 years old, I could distinguish Gran Turismo to, say, a Sega game or an arcade game, because they handled differently, and that was important to me. And it still is to this day. I still play GT because maybe there's a car that I want to drive in real life, but I can't because of whatever reason, and I play it in the game.
I know a lot of people will go mad if they lose a game, or in real life or in video games. Are you the kind of person who go mad?
I go more mad. I'm actually the same in real life and in the game, thinking about it. Yes, to both of those. Yes.
不可思议的真人真事。
You gotta prove that you belong. The other drivers are going to hate you.
Gamers make it less safe for the real drivers.
This is not a game. You could die.
Amateur. They're boxing me in!
Well, then do something about it.
Hey, that was actually pretty great.
I've raced this track 1,000 times in the game.
Let me drive it my way. Come on, stay on it!
8月18起 ，GT 跨界玩家。